Hey guys, it's Angie. Oh my gosh, I never ever go live on this page. I only go live on my like page, which is www.facebook.com/Angie Green and then the number 11. But I don't get as many views on that page. I think it's harder for people to see from a like page. And I don't know. I mean, you can comment below and tell me if I go live on there at least 3 times a week. But I don't think everybody sees it because I don't think my like page shows up on as many people's news feeds. So I want to take the time to go live on my personal page this week for a couple of different reasons. Thank you for joining, by the way. I appreciate it. And if we are seeing each other for the first time, my name is Angie Green. I run a home-based fitness business with my husband. I have a 13-year-old son. I'm a fitness instructor. I'm a fitness lover, amongst other things. I mean, there's a lot of quirky things about me that you probably think would be silly. Like I love WWE wrestling. I love to work out, but I don't love to eat healthy. I mean, that's probably like half of our viewers right here. You know, I like shopping. I'm very girly, but I look like this 90% of the time. I'm getting ready for a workout. Anyways, I digress. I wanted to share this information with you. And this is going to be my theme for the week. So I'm not going to go live on my like page a lot this week. I'm going to keep it on my personal page. And here's why. Number one, so a lot of my posts that you might have seen last week, you know that I had a setback in life. And we all have challenges and setbacks in our business and our relationships and our income and professional and personal, and this one happened to be a personal one for me, and so, you know, I'll share it when I want to share it. But the point is, I am choosing to move forward with a positive attitude, and this book is what has really helped me. I'm so glad that I read this book. It's called The 10 Times Rule by Grant Cardone. I'm so glad that I read it before because it really, really helped me be able to address the setback that I had in my life. And the one thing that I love about social media is I feel like if something has helped me, I know that it can help other people. And so that's why on my personal page this week, my whole theme is going to be overcoming challenges and setbacks and how to move forward with a positive attitude and, you know, really how to get over that and get past that, because we all deal with stuff in our life. We all have our own challenges. And it's not about, you know, what happens to us. I mean, that's important too, but what's more important is how we respond and how we react and how we choose to move forward. So this book is an awesome book, and I thought that I would start the whole theme of this week off with this book. So again, it's called The 10 Times Rule. Google it. You'll love it. And I initially read this book to help me with my business because I run a home-based fitness business. I help people get fit from their homes, and I also lead a team of coaches who do the same thing, and we all run these businesses out of our homes. Hi, Chip. Oh, well, I'm going to spoil it for you if you just bought the book, but it's so good. So the reason why I started reading this book is because we're entering the last quarter of the year. And so, you know, for entrepreneurs or business owners or even people who work corporate, you know, you typically set end of year goals and final quarter goals. And for me, I like to end the year doing well and doing better than I did the year before. And so that's why I initially read the book. Now, I'm a firm believer in personal development. So a lot of times the books that I read that relate to my business also relate to my life. And this book will help you to better your relationships, your fitness, you know, your health, your wealth. It's an awesome book, and it talks about how you can be more successful and you can get more out of your life if you operate at a 10 times rule. So what is a 10 times rule? Well, I feel like, and this book talks a little bit about it too, we are conditioned by society to be average, to operate at average levels and to accept average levels. And I know for me, you know, when I started building my business, I was working full time, I was going through a divorce, I was raising my son by myself, and I was like, well, I guess this is the way it's supposed to be. I'm always going to be struggling. I'm going to be struggling in life and with my income and, with my relationships. I just kind of accepted it for what it was. And then I ran into this business tied in with Beachbody and started building this business from home. And I did the research, and I felt like it was the solution to a lot of different challenges that I had in my life. So I decided to go for it. And I failed miserably. Like the first maybe 3 or 6 months, I did nothing. I did nothing with my business. And I just made up excuses. I had a call with my mentor, and she's like, why aren't you taking advantage of this opportunity? Why aren't you building your business? And I'm like, I'm busy. You don't know my life. Like, I'm so busy. I'm working like 60 hours a week, and I'm raising my son on my own, and I don't have the time, and I don't have the money, and blah, blah, blah. And what I realized was it's not that I didn't have those things. I was just using those things as excuses. So I set big goals for myself. I dove in, and I decided that if I wanted to have an extraordinary life, 10 times the life that I had right now, I had to operate at 10 times level. The wherever you're at in your life right now is exactly where you deserve to be, because it's based on the mindset that you've had, and it's based on the actions that you've done or not done, because your thoughts and your actions are the reason why you are where you're at with anything. I hope that makes sense to you. And if you want to continue, if you feel good having an average life and getting average results, just as society tells us that's okay, that's acceptable, just do whatever you need to do to get by, then great. Then you don't need to watch this video. But if you want more for your life, for your relationships, for your income, you need to start operating at 10 times the level that you have been, or that what others are doing. And I promise if you do that, it will change your life. It's not going to be easy, but it will change your life, and it will help you respond to setbacks. Because had I not read this book before I had that setback last week, I would just totally let it defeat me. I would be like, I guess it wasn't meant to be. I'm just going to accept it for what it was, just like where I was at before I started this business. But because I have the 10 times rule mindset now, I understand that I'm going to have setbacks. We're all going to have different conditions in our life, good or bad, but we're going to respond at a 10 times level by moving forward. Brian, it is Grant Cardone? I don't know how to say it. Sorry, Grant. But it's such a good book. So a couple of takeaways from the book that I want to share with you, and then I hope that you go out and read it, because I love it so much. Number one, this book has taught me to go all in. If you want something in your life, or you want more out of your life, you have to go all in. You can't go halfway in, and you can't be like, I don't know, I just don't know everything about this enough to do it. That's a very common when I have new coaches who join the team. They want to be coaches, they want to build a business. They already love fitness, and they just want to use these proven resources to help people. They're like, nope, I can't start this business yet, because I don't know every single thing there is to know in order to be successful. And I'm like, hold on a second. Do you know how to talk to people? Do you know how to share your experiences? Do you know how to help people? Then that's all you need to know. You don't need to know the nooks and crannies of anything before you want to dive in. If you are passionate about something so much, you will dive in, you will jump off the cliff and figure out how you're going to fly on the way down. So you will start taking action, and you'll figure it out as you go. That's what's most important. So the first big takeaway from this book is really go all in and ask yourself, like, what is the worst thing that can happen? I talk to my customers about this all the time, who really want to lose weight, they want to change their health and fitness, but they're scared to commit to a program. And so I have to ask them, what is the worst that can happen? Well, I'm scared that, I'm going to be tired or sore, it might not be fun, and I might not get results. Okay, well, so what? You're not going to know unless you try, unless you commit as long as you can. So why not? Right? And you will continue, when you go all in, you will continue to hit challenges along the way. And I think that's actually a good sign, because it shows that you're going in the right direction and you're making progress. So when you continue to create new problems for yourself, you have the 10 times mindset. You know you have to operate at 10 times the level in order to continue to move forward. The second biggest takeaway I found in this book, and I could read this whole chapter to you because I love, love, love it because it calls me out so much. It talks about all excuses. And it talks about, let's address the elephant in the room right now. And rather than ignore them, let's just go ahead and confront these little monsters that we call excuses. And it's so good. It talks about excuses are never the reason why you did or didn't do something. They're just a revision of the facts that we make up in order to make ourselves feel better about what is happening or what is not happening. Think about the excuses you've made for yourself or you hear from other people. I could give you 1,000. I'll give you 1,000 of my own excuses when I don't feel like working out or I don't feel like putting the work in, or I'm scared to make a phone call to somebody, who really is interested in the business, but I don't know very well. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I'm too tired. I can't do it. I mean, there's 1,000 excuses that we tell ourselves every day and that we hear from other people every single day. We've got to just change the tape in our head, remove the excuses, and know that we need to continue to do 10 times the amount of work in order to move forward if we want to reach our goals. Because there are going to be times where we're tired and we don't feel like working out. There are going to be times where we're really short on time and we're going to have to get up 30 minutes earlier or stay up 30 minutes later to get our workout in or focus on our business or whatever. And we just have to accept it for what it is and understand that we're not going to get better unless we push past the excuses. And then the third and final takeaway I got from this book was take action. And this book lists 20 ways 20 things that we need to do in order to operate at the 10 times rule and in order to take action. I can tell you that the biggest focus is on staying committed and being consistent. And think about it, that makes such perfect sense. If we want to reach a certain goal in life, we have to stay consistent. We have to create that compound effect where you keep taking action over and over and over until you can't stop that forward motion. That's why if we're on a weight loss program or workout program, we don't see a change the first week, we don't see a change the second week. Maybe week 3 we've lost 2 pounds and we're like, ugh, I don't even know why I'm doing this and not getting results. But if you stay consistent through the program, you're gonna get results in 6 weeks, in 90 days, in it over time, because you're creating that compound effect. And I was the same way when I started building this business. Everybody's like, you're obsessed. Like you really need a life, because I was busy trying to build this business to create my extraordinary life that I wanted for myself and my son. And I was like, well, then I have to put work in every single day and be consistent now if I want it to happen over time. So I gave up TV. I gave up going out with my friends. I was going through a divorce at the time. So all my friends were like, come to happy hour, come out with us. You need to be around your friends. And, I didn't do it. I stayed home and I worked on my business, and everybody's like, you're obsessed, And I don't think that's a bad thing. Trust me, there are so many more things in this world that we are obsessed with that are not healthy, right? But in my mind, I was doing something better for myself and my family and helping so many other people. Why not be obsessed with that? So you have to continue to take action no matter what when you have big goals set out for yourself. So if you're just joining in, feel free to go back and watch the video. But just to recap, the 3 takeaways that I got from this book that was so, so good. Number 1 was go all in. Number 2 was cut the excuses. And number 3 was just take action. And if you have a goal set for yourself and you don't know where to start, my biggest piece of advice is just start. And don't give up no matter what, whether you feel like putting in the effort or not, until you reach your goals. And I promise you'll be so much happier, you'll be so much healthier, you'll be so much wealthier, no matter what your goals are, if you just put the effort in. So I hope that helps, and I hope that you get this book because it's so, so good. All right, so stay positive, you guys. Keep working towards your goals. If you have any more comments or questions, post them below, and I'll be checking back on my Facebook page right after my workout, so I'll address anything that you need. And of course, you can message me at any time. All right, you guys, happy Monday. Have a great day. Thanks.